Welcome back to Better Than Healthy. I'm Teresa Harding, and we are talking about the benefits of using doTERRA'S Invigorating Scrub. It is important to use a scrub on your face. If you didn't see my video about why, then click on that video, go watch it first, because it can even have huge benefits for your entire body. A scrub will gently exfoliate your skin, but it does a lot more than that. It will stimulate the skin like an invigorating massage. It will stimulate the blood flow. It instigates a regeneration that will help your skin stay younger looking. So it matters. And it matters that you're using a high quality scrub so that you're not adding impurities to your skin that absorbs everything you put on it. And then it requires your immune system to jump into gear and start handling all the attacks against your immune system. Because your immune system can only handle so many attacks. It can actually handle a lot. This actually comes from the American Cancer Society. They say that every adult gets cancer cells at least 3 times or more in their body during their lifetime. But your immune system can handle it and it fights it off. But here are some attacks against your immune system that make it hard for your immune system to catch everything. Sleep, pollution, stress, food that's not healthy. Let's face it, I'm not always going to make perfect decisions. If I choose skincare products that don't add another thing to my immune system that my immune system has to fight off, then my immune system can take care of the other offenses. So this is why I use doTERRA'S Invigorating Scrub, because it's natural, it's good for me. It is a wonderful, wonderful addition to my skincare regimen. So I'll start off by telling you one of the powerful benefits. It's that it uses little tiny beadlets instead of crushed seeds. You'll hear a lot of different brands bragging about the fact that they're using crushed apricot seeds or the pits, or you'll hear them talking about how they use some pit from some fruit or some natural ingredient, which sounds really good. But there's a problem with this. All those little crushed pieces of the pit or the seed, they scratch your face and they make miniature tiny little cuts, and now your skin has to heal itself. Now when your skin needs to heal itself and it has to regenerate, that can be a good thing, but that's too much of it, because you want your skin to only have to regenerate at a certain degree so that it's the amount that's good for it. So this is actually too much for your skin. doTERRA uses beadlets that are more mild. So it has just the right amount of agitation to your skin to create the perfect balance of instigating that skin growth that sends regeneration and starts the process toward healthier skin in that area. And what I like to do is go through each of the ingredients. Yes, every single one. I tell you what it does for your skin. I tell you why it's in there so that you can understand why this product is such a powerful support to your skin and is a necessary addition to your skincare regimen. The first ingredient is glycerin. The benefits of glycerin are that it's a skin barrier and it pulls water from the air to keep the skin hydrated and minimize the water loss. And the more moisture your skin can maintain, then the more supple it looks, the more smooth it is, the more elasticity it has and can maintain. Of course, the elasticity can go away because of other reasons, but having enough moisture in your skin helps with that. The glycerin can remain in the skin for quite a while, which helps the skin to retain that moisture even when it's exposed to damaging environmental aggressors like pollution. The second ingredient is jojoba esters. These function as skin softening agents, and the research shows that these esters actually play a role in helping skin retain the moisture and improve the protective barrier function that your skin has. So when the bead form of this ingredient is used, it can function as a gentle scrubbing agent for thoroughly cleansing your skin and getting and exfoliating. Another thing is it creates a rich lather, which effectively removes dirt, oil, other impurities from your skin and from your hair. The next ingredient has kind of a long name. It's sodium lauroamphosatate. This primarily creates a rich lather, and it effectively removes dirt, it removes impurities and oil from the skin and hair, unwanted oil. And even though the name of this contains the term sodium in its name, it's not a sodium sulfate compound. Instead, it is a mild and gentle surfactant that does not contain sulfates. So I just want to make that clarification. The next ingredient is xanthan gum. Xanthan gum is moisturizing and it has conditioning properties, in addition to thickening and stabilizing effects on the skin. It creates a kind of a shield-like layer on the skin surface to help it retain the moisture and stop transepidermal water loss. Now, I've talked about this transepidermal water loss in a couple of videos, so I want to take the time right now to explain just briefly what this is. You'll see it listed as capital TEWL, transepidermal water loss, which can result in dryness and dehydration. And what is this transepidermal water loss? This term refers to a simple physiological process. It's when water passively evaporates through the skin and into the air. And the more of that water we lose that way, if our skin can't keep it in and protect it, our skin can get dry, won't stay as healthy. The next ingredient is capryl glucoside. This is a mild cleanser. It's used in many cosmetic formulations and it can be applied to sensitive skin. So that's really good for whether you have sensitive skin or not. And it also increases the foaming capacity of the product. It acts as an emulsifier that allows the mixing of water and essential oils. So these amazing products and essential oils that are added as ingredients to this, it makes it so that they don't separate in the bottle and it comes out all gross. It helps them stay completely combined so that you can use your product, has a good shelf life, and it can blend dense oils like carrier oils in your product as well. The next ingredient is sodium methyl cocoyl taurate. Some people say the methyl after cocoyl, but either way, this is a gentle cleanser and it's a foaming agent used in skincare products because it is mild and it has moisturizing properties. It's usually found in sulfate-free formulations and it can also be used for sensitive skin and baby care products as well. It is biodegradable, which is also a really great thing. The next ingredient is jasmine. This is an essential oil, and of all of the properties of jasmine essential oil, they are so powerful for the skin that I'm not even allowed to say them on this video because I sell essential oils. So because I sell essential oils, there are certain things I am not allowed to say that essential oils can do, where someone who doesn't sell essential oils can say whatever they want. So I will describe it like this. It is powerful at supporting a removal of unwanted microorganisms. It is a powerful support for keeping yeasts, mildews, molds, and other types of microorganisms in this family, which is something you don't want on your skin. It helps support getting rid of these. It has qualities that are a support for irritation on the skin, anything from excessively dry to redness to blemishes. It is an unbelievable oil for your skin. It's also really great for supporting a much speedier process for healthy skin when you have any kind of irritation that we've talked about. So the introduction of jojoba essential oil into this product is really, really important. You can actually even use your skincare cleansing products and then put jojoba oil on your skin before your other skincare products. It is powerful. Just make sure you have one that is extremely, extremely pure because you don't want to be you're doing all this work to get the impurities out of your skin, the things that are going to be bad for you, that lead to mutated cells. You don't want that. You're doing all this work to make sure that doesn't happen. So now let's make sure that the jojoba oil you use is a really good one. The next ingredient is citrus nobilis fruit extract, and this one is primarily known for its support with unwanted microorganisms in and on the skin. Its vitamin C and E content helps combat the dullness of your skin by supporting the effects of free radical challenges. And it also supports skin cell turnover, smoothing out texture over time for skin that is healthier, brighter, and noticeably more radiant. The next ingredient is Arctium lapa extract, which helps support skin challenges such as those irritating breakouts, dry skin, irritated skin. It is valued for cleansing. It is a powerful support for something called seborrheic, which simply means that the condition appears in those areas of the skin with large numbers of grease or sebaceous glands, such as the scalp and the sides of the nose. And there are two different kinds. There is the kind that you would find in an adult, and then there's infantile. It's also known for its ability to support your skin when maybe you bump into something and you get that blue and purple discoloration on your skin. And it's also wonderful for irritation of the skin. The next ingredient is peppermint oil. This one has really strong properties to support ridding of unwanted microorganisms on the skin. Peppermint acts as an effective natural element to combat blemishes or irritation of the skin. And not only is it cleansing and cleansing to the pores so they aren't clogged, it also provides the epidermis, which is your skin, with the optimal environment in which to thrive. The next ingredient is grapefruit peel oil. This will sink deep down into the pores of your skin to aid in removing built up dirt and grime for a deep down clean that will be fresh and it will never strip your skin of beneficial oils. It also helps to balance the sebum in the skin. Sebum is a sticky, oily substance. I know it sounds gross, but it's in the body. The body produces it in order to keep the skin moisturized and is made up of a collection of fat molecules, waxes, and something called squalene. I know, what is squalene? Squalene comes from a lipid that occurs naturally in your skin. And it's one of the more common chemical compounds that make up your sebum, or the oil that's secreted from your sebaceous glands. And that makes squalene a really great moisturizer that helps slow down the signs of aging when it comes to your skin and helps prevent split ends or breakage in your hair if you're using that ingredient on your hair. Bottom line, grapefruit peel oil is a really powerful support in keeping your skin balanced and the pores clean and open. And P.S. Some people have a sensitivity to grapefruit. It's not usually the peel. It's usually what's inside. And this comes from the peel. So I've worked with a lot of people who are not able to use products that have grapefruit in it, but grapefruit peel is fine. Always do a little side test on your body, work with your doctor, and see if it's something that you'll be able to use. But usually we find that they're able to use it. So that's exciting. The next ingredient is sodium phytate. This is the sodium salt of phytic acid. This is a saturated cyclic acid, and phytic acid is found abundantly in plant tissues, especially bran and seeds, where it acts as the principal storage form of phosphorus. So chelating agents are commonly added to cosmetic formulations to act as a preservative or a potentiator, and microorganisms on our skin need trace metals for cell wall maintenance and survival. So we need those metals. We don't want to get rid of them. But what a chelating agent does is it binds with these metals, making them unavailable to bacteria, which weakens the bacteria. So this is really great. But even though we want to weaken the bacteria, we need those metals. And what happens is that when something chelates, what it does is it makes sure that it can't bind inappropriately so that there are reactions between the different ingredients. The next ingredient is glyceryl caprylate caprate, and glycerin. And the capryl hydroxamic acid are the little beads or paraben-free preservatives that include a broad spectrum of support for challenges with unwanted microorganisms. These compounds are ideal for skincare because of their abilities to preserve the health benefits and the properties of the other compounds that are in the product. And glyceryl caprylate is a natural emollient. It's derived from glycerin and plant fatty acids, usually appearing as a white, waxy solid. And the reason they use this ingredient is because of its emollient moisturizing properties. So it helps maintain the balance of the moisture in the skin. Another thing it does is it restores the oils of the skin, and it regulates the skin moisture and acts as a humidifier to the skin. So it helps keep it balanced. The next ingredient is acrylates copolymer. I know you don't care about the name, but you want to know what they actually do. This has benefits for the skin, such as smoothing, softening. It forms a film or a barrier on the skin that you don't feel. It doesn't feel weird or waxy, but it's a barrier on the skin to result in a smooth feel. Have you ever used a product where they're trying for that feel, but you put it on and it just feels sticky or gross, or it feels like there's something there and you just can't get rid of it? That's not, this feels completely smooth, just like your skin. And this product will even act as a thickening agent for improving the texture of the formulation of the product. And it leaves a really super soft feel. The next ingredient is glycol stearate. This is an organic compound. It acts as a lubricant on the skin surface, which gives the skin a soft and smooth appearance. And it also slows the loss of water from the skin by forming a barrier on the skin's surface. The next ingredient is acrylates C10-30, alkyl acrylate cross polymer. Now, this may have a complicated sounding name, but it is highly stable and safe and is an ingredient used to enhance the texture and the feel of the skincare and the hair care products so that it feels good when it comes out. You don't want it to be weird or runny, or the oily and the dry ingredients are not meshing, they're not staying together. It's mainly used as a thickening agent or a texture enhancer, a film forming agent. And it's really good as an emulsifier for moisture. And with all of this, it basically just means it's a stabilizer. And you might think, well, why did you include that? Because it doesn't tell me a lot of benefits for my skin, but it's because I want to be totally transparent. I want you to know what ingredients are in these products so that you know exactly what you're getting, because they are natural, they are good for you, and they are really, really high quality. The next ingredient is polyglycerol 5 oleatate. This is an excellent emulsifier. And what it does is it enables water and oil to mix. So this is another one to stabilize it. It's also excellent for heat and cold stability, and it's compatible with all kinds of cosmetic oils and active ingredients. The next ingredient is sodium cocoyl glutamate. This ingredient is known to be a mild cleanser. It helps to remove dirt and minerals, and the unique cleansing and foaming properties of this ingredient makes it ideal for usage in personal products. Sodium cocoyl glutamate protects the skin from drying and retains the moisture content. The next ingredient is kind of a funny sounding name. It almost sort of rhymes but doesn't. It's ethyl hexyl glycerin. This is a skin softening agent, and it can also be used as a preservative and carrier suspending agent that boosts the efficacy of the product or the purity and the value of the other ingredients. And it's been shown to have mild humectant properties. A humectant, remember, is a substance that draws water into the skin, the hair, or the nails. And in the skin, this may come from the deeper layers or from the air if it is humid enough. Humectants are useful for adding hydration without feeling heavy or oily. All of this leads to improved skin hydration without it feeling sticky. The next ingredient is sodium hydroxide. This one shows up in so many products because it has a specific job to help balance and maintain the pH of skincare products. And it can do this because sodium hydroxide is highly alkaline. In fact, it clocks in at 14 on the pH scale, which ranges from 0, which is very acidic, to 14, alkaline or very basic. So in basic terms, sodium hydroxide is the most basic you can get. This matters, if you're wondering, because your skin has a more acidic pH. Skin generally falls somewhere between a 4 and a 7 on the scale, and it's important to maintain your skin's acid mantle. This natural level of acidity to keep moisture in and help protect your skin from different damaging elements, from bacteria, from viruses, to environmental toxins and pollutants. And the acid mantle can also help shield your skin from harsh weather, from ultraviolet damage, but sunscreen is still very important. But that's why you want your skin's pH to stay balanced. With an unbalanced skin pH, you could have a higher chance of a lot of different skin challenges, like blemishes, like itchy and dry skin, like change in skin pigmentation, fine lines and wrinkles, redness, irritation, and a list of other things that I'm not allowed to mention. So it's really important to keep your pH balanced on your skin. The next ingredient is citric acid, and this works by exfoliating the upper layer of dead skin cells to help clean the pores. And it evens the skin tone, it softens and smooths the skin. And AHAs can also be used as pH adjusters. pH adjusters are ingredients added to products to make sure that they're mild, they're non-irritating, they're not too acidic, which is low pH, or they're not too basic, which is high pH, which we just talked about. The next ingredient is dihydroacetic acid. This is an organic compound. I know they have some crazy names and you start to wonder, holy cow, what am I putting on my skin? This is an organic compound that usually comes in the form of an odorless, white, crystalline powder. It has potent properties that are powerful support for any kind of yeast, fungus, as well as unwanted microorganisms. The next ingredient is chlorphenazine. This is an ingredient that is frequently used in cosmetics and skincare products because it is an agent that supports the challenge of unwanted microorganisms, which is used mainly to prevent these microorganisms from developing inside the product. And another benefit of chlorphenazine is that it also helps control the development of these microorganisms right on the skin. The next ingredient is benzyl alcohol, and one of its main purposes is its ability to deal with microorganisms, and because of this, it also has preservative properties. It's also really good for its solvency, the ability to dissolve the other ingredients. But what I love about the solvency is that it helps dissolve the other ingredients without changing the fundamental properties of those ingredients. Okay, that was a big list, and this one has a lot of ingredients, but did you start to notice how there are backups? Like there wasn't just one ingredient that helps with moisturization of the skin. There's not just one ingredient that is a support for ridding your skin of unwanted microorganisms. There are several different products that do all of these things and more. So don't forget that this doTERRA product is truly taking care of your skin. It has your back. They are making sure that their products are high quality and that they are going to do what they say they'll do, that they are going to give you the results that you're looking for. Now you see why I use it, why I love it. So how do you use it? You just take a moderate amount and massage it over wet skin for about 15 to 30 seconds. So a lot of times I'll do it in the shower after I've exercised, I'm kind of getting ready for the day, or I will put it on at night, just wash my face over the sink because I don't get in the shower for a second time in the day. Some people do, but just make sure your face is wet and rub it around for 15 to 30 seconds gently in circular motions. And if you want additional moisturizing effect, massage for a whole minute. That's not very long. It doesn't take that long. And then rinse with warm water. Use 2 or 3 times a week as needed. This is not one that you need to use every day, but this keeps your skin exfoliated. It keeps your pores healthy and closed and being able to breathe. And it does all of that myriad of things that we talked about. And the whole reason I'm doing a whole series on skin and skincare is because I don't want you to just be healthy. I want you to be better than healthy. And I know that your skin is the largest organ in your body, and it allows things in or it protects things from without. And you've got to have healthy skin so that your body can manage the rest of what it's trying to do in a more healthy way. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in our next video.